This episode is brought to you by Netflix. Becoming the most valuable sports franchise in the world doesn't happen without risk. A man who's willing to bet it all, and the players ready to make their own luck. America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, is the story of the 1990s Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones's impact on NFL history. Featuring interviews with iconic 90s players and more. Watch America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, streaming now only on Netflix.
This message is sponsored by Greenlight. With school out, summer is the perfect time to teach our kids real-world money skills they'll use forever. Greenlight is a debit card and the #1 family finance and safety app used by millions of families, helping kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely. Parents can send their kids money and track their spending and saving, while kids build money confidence and skills in fun ways. Start your risk-free Greenlight trial today at greenlight.com/Spotify. That's greenlight.com/Spotify.
It's the Anthony Cumia Show.
Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Yes, the Anthony Cumia Show. Thank you for tuning in. And we have a guest. We have a guest, Mr. Arthur Pfizenmayer. What a name. Arthur Pfizenmayer. He is a former FBI agent and a senior advisor right now to Home Title Lock. Good evening, Mr. Pfizenmayer. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great, thank you. The last name really is Pfizenmayer. A little
Pfizenmayer. Oh, that see,
it's easier than it looks.
It is. That is a tough one. You must have had to. Oh God, imagine even as a young man having to spell that for people. Could you spell it? And you're just like, oh God, here it.
I could spell it before I was 2, probably, because every time any adult said it around me, they had to spell it to whoever they were talking to. And my children the same way. They could spell it before they got to school. And simply because we were always spelling it all the time.
And having that on your FBI credentials, look out, it's Agent Pfizenmayer.
Yeah. Well, my credentials were bigger. My name was so long,
Yeah, big, long book of creds. As far as the FBI goes, what was, were you organized crime early on?
I worked organized crime, labor racketeering most of my bureau career, specializing in electronic surveillance, wiretaps.
Where out of what city primarily, or anywhere?
Primarily about 11 or 12 years in Chicago, and the remainder of my 26 years here in San Diego.
Oh. Now, Chicago, I would think a lot of organized crime there, but San Diego, yeah, a lot of. When
I got out here, they asked me to come out here because tribal gaming was just starting to raise its profile, and they knew that those guys whose last names they don't need to buy a vowel for were very interested. And by the time I got out here, they were nibbling around the edges. And so we had a lot of success out here, essentially stopping them at the state line, so to speak, because, the system was so skewed to make it easy that, it was easier for us to get the probable cause to execute a wiretap. And so we had a lot of significant organized crime figures that we arrested and brought to trial out here in San Diego.
Yeah. Damn.
Tinkering around with the tribal gaming.
I would, I'm not surprised in that gambling brings organized crime in. Yeah. That seems to be kind of hand in hand. And
sure.
You're working with Home Title Lock now. And this is, I had a meeting with your associates, and I just didn't know this was happening. I had no idea because, look, it's 2025. A lot of our lives are digitized. We're up online. A lot of people, I laugh when people go, oh, I'm not going to do that online. I don't want to put my information out there. It's out there. It's all out there. Everything's presented to people as a convenience at first, and then you realize that it can also be very detrimental. And you're not an expert. I mean, you are, but the average layman, they're not experts in digital crime. So it's very difficult for them to protect themselves against things like credit card theft, and pretty much everything could be stolen from you these days. But I didn't know this. your house can literally be stolen from you. Not like a squatter, or they pull up with a tractor trailer and tow your house away. Yeah. You can own it, have it, and then all of a sudden you don't own it anymore.
Anthony, a lot of people sit around completely unaware of the vulnerability. The one document out there for every homeowner that identifies the owner of record, the person who has the authority to do something with that property, that is a document that is actually on file in your county recorder's office, wherever the property is located. Mm-hmm. And with that, it becomes a public document. Anybody can get a copy of it. And lots of times, like you said earlier, we're living in the digital age. They can probably get a copy of your title or your deed without ever leaving their grandmother's basement, quite frankly. Right. It's that simple to get it. And then with AI and with photoshopping and all those things that are those apps that are out there now, they can change the name on that document. It looks like you sold it to them. They can file it for $30 or $40 or whatever it takes to their local recorder's office, and they essentially have changed the ownership on that piece of property with that piece of paper from your name to their name. And they don't just sit around and admire your house. They figure out how much equity you have, and they start taking out real estate loans, right? Using the equity that you have as collateral for those loans. Yeah, and you don't know about it.
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs, but luckily there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Claptrap here. 2 big things are coming this fall. Borderlands 4 and Spotify Wrapped. So stop listening to that one playlist that reminds you of your ex who only made you cry. Talking about you, Veronica. And pre-order Borderlands 4, coming out September 12th.
Rated mature.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask kindergarten teacher Miss Gibson.
Give me just one Clorox wipe and I'm ready for glitter glue, exploded lunchbox yogurt, peanut butter handprints, runny noses, picking noses, rubbing noses.
Touching noses.
Thank you, Edward. Ooh, nap mats and lockers and tissue boxes. And
Clorox
scissors.
disinfecting wipes. Teacher's #1 wipe. Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
Because, when you talk about stealing your house or house stealing, you would assume if you play it out in your head, it's like, well, what are they going to do? Move in? Kick me out? But you won't even know that this had happened until equity is drained out of your house. It's just another way to steal from you. And there's really not much recourse that people have if this happened, right?
Well, no, there isn't. Once they get the money's gone. I mean, before the ink is dry, it's in 3 different countries. Jeez. And they probably did it with a false identity. So you're not going to have any idea what the hell's going on, quite frankly. You'll be, kind of high and dry on the whole deal because it's all happened without your knowledge. Yeah. And until the lender shows up at your front door and says to you, you haven't paid on this mortgage. Oof. And so I'm going to go to court and get a judge to authorize me to sell your house so I can get my money back. They don't want your house. Yeah. They want the money back that they loaned to the bad guys because it's gone. Well, you don't know where it is. Yeah, they don't know where it is.
They've moved on to somebody else. They took the equity out of your house, and now you're screwed.
The mortgage company knows where the money is. It's in your house. Yeah. And they're going to get a court to authorize them to sell it. It's called foreclosure.
Imagine.
And it's an ugly set of circumstances you don't want to get into if you don't have to. And I have what I call Agent Art's pop quiz for homeowners. And it's 3 questions. 1, do you know what your title looks like? 2, when was the last time you saw your title? And 3, do you know where your title is right now? And they're going to look at you with, the glassy eye, you stare and say, I don't know. Maybe when I bought the house 12 years ago, I saw the title. And that's really the situation. They're completely lack of knowledge about their most important asset. That's their house, the equity in their home.
Right.
And guess what? The bad guys know what those answers are. And they can go out and get that information so easily and change the name and essentially take ownership of your house. Now, you want to think, well, I'm not going to worry about it. It's not going to happen to me. Well, I've got some bad news for you. If it does, it's a legal, financial, and emotional nightmare that'll take you years to straighten out.
Oh, yeah. Even if it does get straightened out at some point, it's taken years and cost you a lot of money to try to remedy this, and
Anthony,
your credit's probably destroyed.
I've been with the company almost 9 years now. Right after I joined, I got a call from a gentleman on the West Coast, actually, and he said, look, I don't know if you can help me or not, but somebody stole all the equity out of my house, and I don't know how to get it back. And I said, well, I can't do much for you, quite frankly, because the house, the cow's out of the barn, but you should get an attorney right away, because you're going to have to take this to court to prove that you didn't execute that loan.
Yeah.
And he called me back. He was nice enough to call me back a couple of years later. And, he said, I just wanted to let you know that the court awarded the house to us. We got our house back in our name. He said, that's the good news. The bad news is it cost me so much in legal fees, I had to sell the house to pay the attorney.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of people,
crazy it gets.
It's like I said, man, a lot of people don't know that this is a thing. And, what can people do there, Arthur? Let everyone know what home title lock is about and how it differs from just the bank coming to your door.
What they can do so they don't have to worry about the answer to those 3 questions and Agent Art's pop quiz is sign up and subscribe to HomeTitleLock.com. This company has been in business since probably 2014, 2015. I mean, we know what we do. We do it better than anybody else. Our software we built, it doesn't do anything but watch your title for you 24/7. And if something disturbs your title, our software notifies you that there's been a disturbance on your title. And if it's available, they'll send you a copy of the document that caused that disturbance. And then it'll tell you to call Home Title Lock right away. And if you don't recognize it, then our restoration, we have the best USA customer service, the best ever. These people are all class acts, every one of them. And I know, quite frankly, because I did the backgrounds on every one of them. And these are great people. And they know what to do to get you through this before somebody knocks on your door and says, we're going to sell your house. The idea really is, don't sit around at night thinking, well, it won't happen to me. What you can do is feel comfortable at night and not worry about it, because Home Title Lock will take care of it for you 24/7.
Yeah, there's just too much going on these days, especially digitally, to pay attention to everything that can possibly happen to you by yourself. So, all right, how can people get this Home Title Lock?
Rather than play roulette with their home equity, they should go to HomeTitleLock.com and sign up, register. It's very simple. And you go to the website and it'll walk you through it. And before you go to bed tonight, you'll not have to worry about somebody stealing your house while you're asleep. And every day thereafter, we will watch it for you. It's like 62 cents a day. As I tell people, if you would skip one of your designer drive-through coffees once a week,
for the price
you'd have
of a
enough
cup
money
of coffee
at the end of the year to pay for all of a year's subscription, and probably have enough left over for a tank or two of gasoline. Except on the West Coast, we don't even get a half a tank out here. But it's that important, and it's that simple.
Arthur,
you just go sign up and rest easy. We're going to take care of you.
Yeah, it sounds great, and great talking to you, sir. And
My pleasure.
For a Fed, you seem like a pretty nice guy. But thank you.
Hey, watch yourself. I know where you live.
I bet you do. All right, Arthur. Thank you, man.
It was my pleasure.
Take care, buddy.
It's the Anthony Cumia Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
This episode is brought to you by FX's Alien Earth, the official podcast. Each week, host Adam Rogers is joined by guests, including the show's creator, cast, and crew, in this exclusive companion podcast. They will explore story elements, deep dive into character motivations, and offer an episode-by-episode behind-the-scenes breakdown of each terrifying chapter in this new series. Search FX's Alien Earth wherever you listen to podcasts.